That's what I call a classic Doctor Who episode. And there I was, all ready to hate it with that silly title. Oh, I agree, Doctor. It had everything. Action, adventure, new companions,
Light bulbs!
references to past stories, darkness, a lack of Moffat plot holes.
Gay robots!
I believe the correct term is unusual, Roary. But yes, those Campbot 3000s should actually have been really, really annoying. But you know what? They rather grew on me as the story went on. Yes, I thought they weren't just this side of being too annoying. And I did keep expecting them to reveal a hidden secret. But no, they were just a bit of discounted tat from Argos.
Dinosaurs! 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 Dinosaurs!
Oh, don't get overexcited, dear. Haven't you got another light bulb to change? Ha! And now, in this episode, we had 3 new companions. Brian, the very sober queen never off her titties. Nefertiti, Doctor. Her too. I thought she was very much in the mould of Liz 10 from The Beast Below, but with some very nice little put-downs. Oh yes, the interplay between her and Queen Amy was classic. And of course we mustn't forget Hunky Riddell. Oh, he was very cool too. I'm always a sucker for the Victorian adventurer type, I will admit. And he made a great addition to the mix. So pompous and full of himself, but able to recognise his own flaws and rise above them and become a real hero.
Roary liked his dad's story. From simple bloke to saviour of the day, and then having an epiphany and touring the world. All those beautiful character moments, and they were just a side part of the story.
I think the team has really delivered on their plan to bring us a blockbuster every week. You know, I actually sat there, jaw opening wide, wishing that Chris Chibnall had written this for the Christmas episode. You know, because it had that big movie feel just right. Better dinosaurs than magical Lancaster bombers, eh, Doctor? Don't flipping remind me. I keep thinking maybe Oswin can wipe my memory of that episode. Oh, speaking of Oswin, the fact that Solomon's machine had no information on the Doctor, do you think that's related? That's a good point, Amy. At the end of last season, the universe knew he had died, but not that he'd come back. And now, suddenly, no one knows anything about him at all generally. I mean, surely they'd remember there was a Doctor. Maybe it's a plot point, or, alternatively, a gentle reminder that the Doctor's not so big on the Universal stage now. But all the same, it did have me scratching my head slightly.
Roary liked the bad man, Solomon. So matter of fact in his evil killing of all those nice dinosaur Silurian people. And even better, the dark justice meted out by the Doctor.
Very true, Rory. You know, for both Matt Smith and the Doctor, this story saw a much-needed return to a little bit of darkness behind the madcap antics. The vengeance of a Time Lord. Yeah, indeed. The expression that crossed his face as Solomon explained exactly what he'd done. Horror, anguish, and anger. It was nearly as good as the moment as towards the end, when he stood behind Amy and Rory, conflicted, worried, and a little bit scared of what is to come. Yes, Amy's line about getting tired of waiting, that's just got to be significant, Doctor. Is this going to be the end of the ponds because they're getting bored and they can't keep waiting forever? Or are they just growing further and further apart from the Doctor's life? Or has the Doctor already seen the end of their relationship? You know, a bit like River Song's end in the very first episode. We saw her. He knows what is to come, and we will find out in just 3 short weeks. Speaking of other things though, Doctor, I've got to praise the Silurian ship design, and the dinosaurs on screen too. Poor old Primeval must be rolling in its television grave.
Roary liked the reference to classic Brit flick, One of Our Dinosaurs is Missing. They're stealing the dinosaur. Steal dinosaur.
Quite dear. So, Doctor, what rating are you giving it? Well, after last season, I was prepared for this one to be a real disappointment. And with that title, well, I didn't hold out high hopes. But Dinosaurs on a Spaceship gets the full donner from me. Adventure, excitement, and really wild things. And not to mention a star turn from Mark Williams as a man who really knows where his trowel is.
Whoopie Frood!
Next week, we celebrate the return of Red Dwarf with the Doctor's homage to Gunman of the Apocalypse. I think it's called A Town Called Mercy, actually, you'll find. Well, so long as it's not about rogue simulants forcing people to relive a Western to solve some kind of computer simulation, I'll happily ignore the parallels.